So I did it. I finally bit the bullet, and I bought the Aura ring. For any of you that don't know, it's a wearable kind of health tracking device. It tracks your sleep, it tracks your steps, and all sorts of other probably nonsense stuff. But we have a craze these days, and this is like, the darling of Silicon Valley. You're starting to see it pop up in all these different places. Amazing celebrity endorsements and all kinds of stuff. But it's kind of the latest in the trend of wearable, trackable fitness type devices or health tracking devices. And I think it speaks to this bigger trend. Like the Ring, I'll look in the app the morning after, I wake up and it downloads all my sleep data and it says, hey, you had a good night's sleep, or hey, you had a bad night's sleep. Yeah, no kidding. I know when I had a good night's sleep. I certainly know when I had a bad night's sleep. I don't need this to tell me, but what I do love is watching trends over time and watching data and seeing the tracking and knowing that, I took 7,846 steps yesterday. How can I get to 10,000? And then I get prompted by the app, and it's all about kind of data and trackability, and that's where I think this has value. And it's so fascinating because the same exact things are going on inside of companies. We're getting better and better at delivering employees in real time data to help them perform better and to help them understand. And this trend is not going away. So if we're not delivering data, especially to millennials and Gen Z, if they're not going to be data-driven inside of organizations, they're going to grow tired and bored and probably move on. Yeah, we know all the table stakes for millennials. Part of something bigger than themselves, flexibility, autonomy. They kind of want to work on their own stuff. But I think kind of the hidden trap that maybe we haven't thought enough about, or we have bigger opportunities around, is real-time feedback and real-time data about how they're doing and how they're doing relative to their goals, the company's goals, and the goals they set for themselves. And the reason we don't do this sometimes is because it's difficult. It's difficult to get real-time data out of a company. It's difficult to create dashboards and visuals and all those types of things. But we need to really start getting up to speed and figuring out what are the easier ways to do dashboards. We certainly have some software as an organization in the Scaling Up Scoreboard that does dashboards. But whatever it is inside your company, Salesforce.com, tons of dashboards. There's dozens or thousands of enterprise-level software companies that can give real-time feedback. And 15 years ago, even 10 years ago, it was difficult. Dell spent millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to get real-time feedback to the front line. But through the automation and development of technology and software innovations and the ability to kind of Internet of Things and capture data from all sorts of different sources, now it's just more of a creativity exercise and figuring out how to put it all together. But if you're not going to give the Aura Ring to millennials and Gen Zs and you're not going to use data to run companies, clients are going to get left behind. So as I put this on this morning and read my sleep data from last night and laughed about the fact that, it told me I had a terrible night's sleep last night, which I didn't need a ring or data or anything to tell me. But then I was fascinated to look at my trend over the last 30 days and say, all right, I had 7 bad nights of sleep in the last 30 days. What does that mean? What could I do differently? And it's driving behavior for me because I have visibility into things that I just knew anecdotally before.